Hello friends, today I'm sharing how you can create these very cute planters using waste plastic bottles. These plastic bottles are the cold drink bottles which we usually throw away, but you can convert them into these very cute planters and in a very easy method. My daughter had made one fox planter and I had decided I would create one planter using the same technique, so I created this video. Some of my friends also wanted to know how to make these planters, so this time I chose this panda design because I find panda planters to be very cute, and I have planted some potulica on it, but later on I'll be planting some petunia because I like the way they fall down on the planter. So for this all you need is an old plastic bottle and remove the covering which it might have. After this I have used a temporary marker pen and I roughly sketched the design which I want. Now since I was just thinking how I'll make the panda, I roughly made the shape of the head because the lower body would be like the shape of the bottle only I'll be painting on, but for the top I had to cut it out a little bit. So using a temporary marker is helpful so that if your design is up and down you can easily rub off and redraw it before finally cutting off the plastic. So this is the final shape which I chose, a curved head with 2 ears, and then using a blade or a knife you can easily cut it out because this plastic is really easy to cut. Just be careful, and once it's cut this is how it is looking. I made the ears a little smaller later on. Then I took water and some white cement and I mixed it to form a slurry, and all you need are some old cloth which you have to put in the slurry and soak it up properly. Then place this on the plastic container. Make sure you don't go out from the cutout design and simply add more cement, and in this manner I completely covered the container with pieces of cloth and cement. Now leave this to dry for a day. Then again you take little by little, you take small amounts of cement, add a little bit of water and make a slightly thicker slurry this time, and use this slurry to give on top of the dried up container. It takes around 2 to 3 days to dry off completely in the sun. Then you have to add this slurry and make it a little bit more stable by giving it a thicker layer of cement. You can add a little water if the cement is too dry, and in this manner cover up the full container. This will give more strength to the planter and the cloth will also get properly covered by the cement. And after this step you can leave it out to dry for a day again. Now this is how it looks after I covered it completely with the layer of cement. Now I left it to dry, and once it's dry you can see that there are some rough edges all around, so if you don't like it you can use a sandpaper and sand off the roughness. For me, I don't really mind a little bit of rough edges, but I just gave it a little bit of sandpaper. You can see it becomes smooth. So roughly I sanded the whole container, though I didn't go too deep, and then I added a layer of white acrylic color and I drew the design of the panda with a pencil. So this is how it's looking now. And now the fun part, that is painting the panda. So I began by using the pink color to make the ears. So take a paintbrush and some acrylic colors. You can also use oil paint, but here I am using acrylic color, and you can fill in the colors. Now if you find that the color is a bit too thin, you can always go back once it's dry and give it another layer of color. And in this manner I filled in pink color and black color, and I finished off the design. And if you like watching others paint, then enjoy. After your painting is done, you can use white color and correct off any of your mistakes like I'm doing over here. Now for the details in the eye, you can either use a paintbrush or you can use a dotting tool, which is much easier to use, and you can fill in the details. Once you finish off painting and the paint is dry, it is advisable to give it a layer of Mod Podge so that the paint stays on for longer and it does not get discolored out in the sun. But because I don't have that Mod Podge, I'm going to leave it as it is, and even if it gets discolored, I can repaint it. So in this manner, you can create various cute animals and other shapes using this technique. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and thanks for watching.